Alright, so we're halfway through 2025, and till this day there's a lot of producers that are still not using the benefits of using accents, phrases, one-shots when making their own melodies. And I'm here to tell you that if that's the case for you, my bro, you're wasting a hell of a lot of time into making melodies completely from scratch. Which of course we all make melodies from scratch, but also using the benefits of accents, phrases, and all these kind of things can really help you out speeding up the process so that you make more melodies. Which for me, volume is my strategy. I don't really want to try spending too much time trying to make the best melody possible, and that just end up being the single one melody that I made for the day. If there's a particular day of the week in which I decided I want to just make music, bro, I want to do my best to make as much music as possible. That's the reason why using phrases, accents, and all these kind of things can really help you out to speed up the process. And 9 times out of 10, producers that don't use accents on their melodies, they also do not extract accents from their own melodies, which is insane, man. Because think about it, bro, if you make something that is fire for that particular melody, it means that most likely it will be useful for you to be using it in the future. So that's the reason why it is so smart to extract stems, phrases, accents, all of these kind of things, so that you can use them then in the future to make another melody, to flip them, to do other things, even starting a brand new idea. Like, the possibilities are endless, and if you're not taking advantage of these things in 2025, broski, you're gonna be crashed the fuck out by all of the other ones that do. Because bro, you want to focus on having volume, man. Like, you don't always want to have the best possible thing, and but it's just the single one that you made for the entire day. Like, think about it, how could you win against someone who just bangs melody after melody, or even beat after beat? You feel me? So that's why you want to put some systems in place that will allow you to speed up the process whenever making a beat or a melody or anything like that. So in today's video, bro, I really want to show you how to make dark accents from scratch. It won't be anything too crazy, but it's just for you to have some sort of idea of where to start. If you've never made on any melody, or if you've never thought about extracting the parts of the melody and stuff, like, this is the video for you. And if you're ready, let's get into it. Yeah, so we're actually gonna make a dark trap melody. So we're gonna bring down the tempo to 113 BPM and keeping it 1000 with y'all. My go-to plugin right now is definitely Analog Lab, bro. It is so fire, man. It's just so fire. And I'm actually gonna use this preset right here, which actually comes from a Man Loop Legend, which is a super key. Yeah, something like that. Let's try putting some more notes over here. Yeah, some of this kind of style. Alright, we're gonna extend this note right here. Then we're gonna put another one here. Alright, let's duplicate what we got here. I'm gonna move this note here, over there. Yeah, alright, I wanna put the halt time on this sound right here because it always works. Alright, this one I'm gonna put another sound, which is another multi-key. And what I'm gonna do is this is something that I often like to do when making melodies, is to just copy what I've made from a piano and putting it onto another sound that sounds a little bit different. You see why I do that, bro? It sounds so fire, man. Damn. But of course, we're gonna do a little bit of processing for this sound too. I'm gonna put it through the chorus, and I'm also gonna put the halt time. I'm gonna put the halt time before the fruity chorus, and then I'm gonna put the fruity phaser. Next, I'm gonna put the hyper chorus. Let's see how it sounds so far. I'm gonna reduce the mixing of the halt time. Yeah, it sounds like a bit crazy, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna reduce the volume a little bit, and I'm also gonna reduce furthermore the mixing of the halt time and also the chorus a little bit. Yeah, so it's a lot better now. Wow, this shit fire though. Now next thing I'm gonna put is the shaper box, but this time, man, we're actually gonna spice it up a little bit, because normally I will put the time, but this time I'm gonna put the liquid. I'm gonna give these envelope right here, but we're gonna get rid of this point. And we're gonna make it bend just like this, maybe with another point over there. Yeah, this should, yeah, come on, this should fire. Yeah, I'm also gonna reduce the mixing a little bit because it is a little bit too harsh this time here. Yeah, ah bro, this is fire. All right, let's see how these two sound together. Fire, bro. Damn. All right, this point is time to give more body to the melody, so I'm gonna use this pad from Omnisphere, which is called Bells of Pad. I'm also gonna extend the note for the entire 4 bars. Yeah, man, this is not called. All right, now I feel like I want to add some strings, but I'm actually gonna use some ethnic strings from this library right here, the RN Express. Sounds so clean, man. Yeah, very nice to have a note over here on top, and then we got another one over here. Yeah, I really like the texture that these strings give to the melody. All right, now we're gonna use a piano because, of course, we need to put a piano. How can you make a melody without a piano? You feel me? And we're gonna put a note here on D sharp 3, just for 2 bars. And then we're gonna put another one on D sharp 2. So basically 12 semitones down. Yeah, man. Come on. All right, now for example, as you can see, we have a solid foundation, but what I can try doing is to split the pattern just like this, and then we're gonna put all of the patterns in the playlist just like that. And for example, what I feel like doing is to duplicate this pattern over here. So we're gonna put it over here, and we're gonna make it unique as well. And then I think that we're gonna do is to flip horizontally the notes of the piano roll. So we're gonna do just like that. Which is still very similar to how it sounded originally. So what I'm gonna do now is to lower it down 12 semitones. And we're gonna select all of the notes, and we're gonna shorten them. We're gonna duplicate them like this. We're gonna bring them up 12 semitones, just like this. And we're gonna furthermore halven them, and we're gonna duplicate them. And this is the way they're gonna sound now, which is ridiculous. But if we add another half time, so this is what we got so far. So at this point, we're gonna consolidate all of the tracks of the patterns. And as you can see now, these are all of the audio clips over here. For example, this sample here, I feel like I can pitch it out to 12 semitones and also reversing it. So we're gonna send it to the mixer channel. We're gonna do a little bit of EQing. I'm gonna cut out a little bit of the low end, and also a little bit of the high end too. Instead of this sample here, I can actually stretch it in just like this. And we're gonna reverse it as well. And this sample, I'm gonna extend it just like this. And once again, we're gonna reverse it and also pitch it out 12 semitones. Alright, I feel like this sample is actually being annoying a little bit. Yeah. So I'm just gonna bring it back to how it was before, or I might even try pitching it down 12 semitones. Yeah, it sounds a lot better now. Yeah, man, something like this, you know. I don't really want to overdo it too much, but let's say, for example, that you wanted to grab this. And maybe you could layer it with something like this. Like, for example, this one right here could literally be an accent by itself. Maybe also with this stuff here. Yeah, this one hard. But yeah, probably this one right here, I'll use it like an accent. And maybe I could layer it with this other one. You feel me? Now, I'm not gonna lie, these three are actually hard. So for example, what I can try doing now is to render out what we got so far, only for those three samples. And then as you can see, this is what we come up with. So what I'm gonna do is to reverse it. Yeah. Yeah, bro, this stuff is fire. And then we're gonna take this audio clip right here down. Yeah, I actually like this whole thing, to be honest. I don't really feel this audio clip right here, and also this other one over here, because I feel like these strings over here kind of feel more like a phrase, so I will just keep it by itself. But for example, this one here, I might even try stretching it in. And this could be another accent, you feel me? Yeah, this is hard too. Like, I don't really like it like that, but there by itself, for making it, for example, another melody, I will generally use it. So yeah, man, for example, that one right there could be potentially another accent, you feel me? And then there's the previous couple. Yeah, this is another accent, you feel me? And then another way to flip it, bro, I'm gonna show you, bro. Hey, man, this is hard. If you put it half time and you put it on 1.5, this is the way it sounds. You see? Right, this is hard. And this is another accent, you feel me? And then what you could do is to render it out and then flipping it again, stretching it in, stretching it out, and then you could come up with something else, and then you could put some other effects to make it sound a little bit different, and that could be another accent, you feel me? And for example, let's see how this one here sounds. This is dark as fuck. But for example, what I will do for this other one is to stretch it in, because I feel like it sounds a little bit slow down. So I'm gonna stretch it in to make it speed up a little bit. Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. I'm gonna boost the volume a little bit. Yeah, this is hard, right? I've just seen the multitude of accents that have just come out of just flipping the audio clips that came out of the patterns and everything, and also added some effects and everything. Like, the thing is that you just want to come up with something that sounds kind of like a melody, but then you start flipping it a little bit. Or another thing that you could do is to just like literally make a melody, and then some parts that do not necessarily sound like a counter melody or the particular main element of the melody, you want to take those as an accents and everything. Like, this is something that I do on a daily basis. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Like, a lot of the tutorials that you see from my channel, like a lot of times those patterns that you see actually get rendered out to use as an accent on, you know, on future melodies. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Like, it's not rocket science, you feel me? You just want to make a melody at the end of the day. Then if you find parts that actually fire, you just want to render them out, you feel me? Anyways, bro, like always, thanks a lot for watching today's video. I generally hope you've learned something out of it. Let me know down below in the comments if there's any questions or if there's anything that you didn't pick up or anything like that. If you want me to make another video to show you maybe certain things that I didn't explain properly, just let me know, bro. Hey, it was a little bit different video rather than usual, but hope you've enjoyed it. Yeah, man, pretty much it. If you're still yet to be subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do it right now. Also, make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Stepuz. Make sure that you leave a like, and I'm gonna see you on the next time. Yeah.